Morning, afternoon. It's more appropriate. It's just coming up to 1 o'clock. It's coming up to 1 o'clock. I yesterday had a very, very, very dark day yesterday. My depression was like horrendous. I've really, really struggled, and I do struggle with depression and anxiety. And at the minute, because I've got people that come to the house, the flat, to do things for me. One person isn't able to come because she's just had an operation. And that isn't an issue. I got someone in to cover her. But my care lady hasn't been since. And I've, asked and asked what's going on, when are you able to come and all the rest of it. And at one point before Christmas, she phoned me, sent me a message and said that she was full of cold, which is fine. I can't expect someone to come when they're not well. But I've messaged and messaged. I'm not going to keep, I'm not going to keep messaging. I just want to know what's going on. Because I had somebody in to cover one person, not to cover two. And I need somebody to give me a helping hand twice a week. Potentially. It was originally it's 3 times a week, so it was like Tuesday and Saturday were covered for an hour. And then Thursday or Friday was covered by my cleaning mate. But like my mate went off on sick and hoping she should be back by the end of January, but I have told her not to do things. I think you've got to come back as soon as possible because of me. You do it when you're able to come back. And even then, it's called taking your time. Yeah, not coming back too soon, that kind of a thing. And not doing too much. But honestly, my cleaner isn't the issue. It's the fact my care person, who was supposed to be coming to give me a helping hand twice a week for an hour, I don't know what's happened. Yeah, she wasn't well. And then I said that Saturday, she should have come a couple of weeks ago. I said I'll have to leave that one because my son, I've had to help him out with a bill. And he's had no money for shopping, because the money, I give him his money for shopping, so he goes and gets his own food. Because he eats meat, dairy, eggs, I don't. And I could be that person of where I drag him round the supermarket and I pay for both of our shopping, but he likes having his own independence, and then he adds to it with his own money. So it is really difficult. And I was just feeling really, really emotional yesterday because it's like the kitchen looks like a war zone. I've got my Christmas tree still to come down. My candy canes are outside. I've still got, you know, that's all my Christmas decks. It is. I'm trying to do in here as best as I can. And then I needed to go to Asda and Aldi yesterday to go and get some stuff, and I needed my son to help me. And he was a bit huffy puffy because he wants to do his own thing. And I said, what have you got planned? And he was like, not a lot. And yeah, he came with me. But the attitude was very clear that he wanted to be doing other things. You know? So I got very upset. You know, I looked like Alice Cooper by the time I got back with all mascara down my face because I was crying. Yeah. It's hard when you can't do stuff and when you're feeling absolutely horrendous. It doesn't help, you know. And I did say to him, you know, if you don't want to help, don't bother. Because I'd rather have the help because you want to help, not because you've been forced into it. So, yeah, that's how it felt for me yesterday. And I was just in a dark, dark place because my care lady who usually comes Tuesday and Saturday, and then I have a cleaner that comes on a Thursday, or it could be a Friday, dependent. And yeah, and nothing. I just feel really, really let down by people. I do. I feel very let down by people at the moment. And I know my cleaner, my mate that comes and cleans for me, she is absolutely fine because it's not her I'm referring to. And it hurts a lot because I don't know what's happening. And she's been okay, my care lady. There's been no problem. There's been nothing to say, oh, we've had an argument or anything, because we haven't. And I know that she's started a new job. She started a new job. And I don't know, it could be a mixture of hours. And when she first started a new job, she was like, oh, I can't come. I can only come on Saturdays. And then there's Christmas, of where, you know, you've got plans and New Year, but care people that need care help always need that person. This is why care people, you know, that work for agencies and stuff, they are there, you know, over the Christmas period, working, because it's like a normal, everyday thing. So for me, it's like, should I be having somebody else in? But I'd rather have people I know and feel comfortable, do you know what I mean, than people I don't know. And it's a very hard one. So the replacement at the minute to my cleaner has been cleaning for me on a Tuesday, which has been amazing because she literally deep cleans everything. She's got an obsession, she said, with cleaning. I love it. And then when she was here, I mean, she says, pay me for the 2 hours. But if I go well over doing other things, she says, that's fine. But I don't want any more money. So I was like, that's fantastic. So, yeah, she was coming over last week on Tuesday, and she, you know, there was clothes that were in the washing machine, clothes that were in the dryer. And she sorted it all out. I mean, she brought it all into the living room in a big pile, and I thought, oh, it's going to be dumped there. No, she folded it all up and put it into nice, neat little piles. Even my underwear was like given a folding sash. So she's sort of starting to do a bit more than what I would expect her to do. And that's great. So it's almost like she's becoming 2 jobs in one person. Which is great on the one day. But when I need someone to come on another day as well, and at the minute I don't know what's happening, but I will end up saying to her, do you want to come Thursday for an hour or something? It might be that I'll have you come and help me out. I say, if you've got other arrangements and whatnot, then please don't feel that you have to do this. But I need someone to help me out. Because I'm really struggling here. And I need some support. Do you know what I mean? I can't be doing this on my own. There's washing up glue in the kitchen to be done. My son's gone for a tattoo on his hand, so that means he won't be able to do it. So I've got to struggle through and do it. So. Yeah. So we'll just see. All right. I just hate feeling like when I'm struggling, I hate it. And yesterday I was in so much pain. I mean, I'm still in pain now, but you know, it's like everything was super, super swollen up yesterday, and my hands hurt just to hold a makeup brush. And it felt like I was holding a concrete slab, not So it's still a huge struggle. So my plan is, like my cleaner friend, I may see if she wants to come and do something a bit different, especially when she does want to start coming back. If I've heard nothing from my car lady, especially, I need the support and I need someone to give me a helping hand. So I'm gonna see if she wants to do that, because then I'll be able to help her as well, because she struggles with getting shopping back when she goes out to get her shopping. The husband doesn't do very much to help her at all. So I thought I would see if she wants to help me out in a different way, and I keep the new person on, which I never thought I'd say because I was dreading her coming a few weeks ago. But now I've seen her doing a bit more to, you know, what she's been asked to do, and it's been a help. I like it. I don't know if it's raining out there or not. Oh, I've no clue. I just want to nip out briefly. And just get a few veg items. Get a loaf of bread. But it's veg salad bits, and then see at the minute I'm back because my carer, she used to peel and chop me some vegetables, and so if I wanted a casserole or something, she did the bare bones of it, and then I just put it in the oven. When I wanted some potatoes mashing and boiling, she boiled them up whilst she was doing other things. And yeah, she was. And you know, it's like then she'd mash them and then put a lid on them so the cats couldn't help themselves, and then yeah, and then yeah, she would do things to help me. You know, I felt like I had some help, and it felt good. And on Saturday, she used to come with me, and we used to go and get some shopping bits in, and that was great. But I don't know what's going on at the moment, and I just feel very, very, very let down. It hurts a lot, to be honest, because I'm absolutely desperate for the assistance to help me out. And when you can't do things yourself and you're reliant on someone else to help you out, it is pretty difficult. I mean, both of my freezers are chock-a-block of stuff in, so I've got frozen bits and bobs in. But it's still the fresh bits that I need and little bits helping with. We'll see. It's just an extra pair of hands to help me out, but unfortunately. I don't know what's happening. Tuesday I'm due my next lot of money. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort out my cleaner's money, still put my carer's money up, so the little pot that I've got is thriving. Window cleaner's money up, and then I'm going to ask what's going on. Are you coming back? Is it too much with what you're doing at work? That kind of thing. And just take it from there. See what gets said. Use this, the spoiled one. Well, yeah. So we'll see. See what happens. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna see what happens. See what happens, and then take it from there. Right. Let's get this. I really like this pink, it's pretty. Yeah, I do. It's pretty pink. Now then. And purple. So it's like a layer. Yeah. Sometimes it feels good just to get things off your chest. You know, you feel blocked up with emotion. And even just having a vent on here, it's like offloading to a friend. I don't have many friends at all, because all my friends have dropped out. There's only my cleaner mate that is literally a great friend, who, yeah, she's fabulous. She is. She's a great friend. And I've worked with her for many, many years, so she knows me really, really well. When we used to work on checkouts together, and we used to sit by each other and stuff, it was cool. And that's what I like. You know, a friendship that helps out and is just a good friend to be there. Yeah. I love it. I'm going to use the teal at the bottom, I don't know, turquoisey colour. Just to open the eye up. I like a different bold colour underneath. And these palettes are just fabulous. I've got a few of these and I just keep a stock when they're on an offer because they're a travel palette. So especially like when it's holiday time, these things they come in offer again. So they're great for that. Yeah. And like all the colours sort of tie in together really nicely. Right. Yeah, I just want to nip out briefly, not too long. And then I know you can't see very much because I'm hidden behind the mirror. I need to get some batteries in this light. It does have a light in it. Yeah. It does. But the trouble is though, the batteries that are in this, well, the light itself just seems to drain the batteries very quickly. It's terrible. And the batteries are so expensive. What are you doing? I can hear you. Right, this will do, I think. I always go just above because this lid is a hooded eye, and you know what I've got on the lid part just disappears. So I just like to I never did any Christmas cards this year. I feel really bad. I didn't do any. There's a lot of us that didn't bother. And I feel bad. Just wasn't very motivated at all this year at Christmas, but hey, never mind. Yeah. Sure, quite a few people have been the same, especially when it comes to money or lack of. Hey. I think this will do. And I have to find out what's going on with these adaptions as well. Hello. Have you had your tattoo?
No.
No?
No, because I woke up late.
Hey?
I woke up late.
Oh. Oh. Have you got in touch with her?
Yeah.
What did she say?
No, it's fine. Like, shit happens. Like, I'll try to book it in for some point next week.
Yeah. I don't know. Right. Right. Oh dear. Right. Right. On to the next bit. I'm going to use this from Makeup Obsession. It's going dark. Just like a mixture of minty shimmers. So I'm going to just pop it in the inner corner here. Oh dear. Right, so that's that. That's quite cool. Then do I add it under the eye again? Right. That'll do. Right. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, let's just put a little dot of on the top. It's violet. Right. Let's put a little bit of, just to give it a bit of a sparkle. I don't know if you can quite see that, but hey. Eyes. Let's get back to this. Okay, so this is collection. This is vegan and cruelty free on this particular one. Let me just Mm. Right. Mm. There we go. I had a lady come through on my Facebook yesterday, sent me a message request. I always get nervous with things like those. I do. Because I just don't know who's at the other end of the request. And yeah, this lady, she was like asking me about my wigs. And where I get them from, and although there's one wig person that we are on the same group to, and yeah, and she was like, she had her hair shaved off what there was, and it felt very liberating. And I'm gonna, when it gets a bit better weather, you know, springtime, I'm gonna brave a barbers that I can just roll in with my chair and just ask them to just give this a good going over. Not impressed. This side's a bit different to the other one. Yeah, I am. I think I've gone a bit. How's that? Have I done? Oh, it's vile. But yeah, she was like, oh, your makeup's on point. I was like, oh, cool. So what I'm going to do, because I think the wing is a bit long. I think I need it quite so thick. Put a bit of concealer on it, should thin things out a bit. Where's my brush? Where are we? Oh, no. I get that before a cat decides to run off with it. Oh shit, no, I've done something else. It's okay, that can stay on the floor. Got my brush, that's the main thing. There it is, that's the one. Right, let's do this. You know, oh, it was a nice little compliment. you know, having somebody come through, and your wigs are fantastic, and you know, the confidence. I was like, whoa, cool, thanks very much. We just tidy it up now. That's better. I think they're about even. You could play around forever. I know I could, tweaking and tweaking. Right. Yeah. And then you get the trolls that will come through and be like, oh, you've got too much makeup on and all the rest of it. Oh, you're doing this and you're doing that. And you shouldn't be. Now then, this isn't going to make me muddy. Is it? No. You know. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah. You know, you get people that will come through, love your look, you look fabulous, your makeup's on point, and then there's always one that's got to come through to be like, ah, you look this and you look that. Yeah. There's always one that's got to be on the neg. Guarantee it. Yeah, someone, whoop. Yeah. There is. There's always got to be one negative. That just wants to ruin your day. That's why I don't do an awful lot of TikTok lives. I used to, you know. But I don't know. I might go back on them at some point. I just don't understand the attraction to these battle things that go on. You know, you just sit there and people give gifts and it's like whoever does it first gets to a certain amount wins. It's like, what? I don't understand it. It's like I've had a notification I could get stars on my account. But on my understanding that you've got to get an awful lot just to get a few quid out of it. So it's not really for me. I just think it's not worth the bother. Right, so that's that done. Right, what's this one? That's it. No, it's not. That's melon. Yeah, I'll wear this one. Macaroons. I waited that long. I better use it. That's that done. I may just put a little bit of highlight on. That's it. Let's do it with this. Right. There we go. Right, I think that's it on that bit. Flipping heck, it's not very nice out there, is it? It's gone dark. So that's that. And then I'll put which one on today. Decisions. Right. Oh dear. I think I'll go with Pixie. I need to get another one of these. So I've got a backup one when this one goes a bit. But this is why I love the Pixie, the short wigs. Cheers. This is why I love the short wigs, because they seem to hold themselves better. I think the long ones get a bit messed up a bit quicker. And that's why I go for the cheaper end of the scale. There we go. Oh, is that? That's my favourite, this is. I love it. Right. Ta-da! I love it. Right. There we go. Today's look, obviously not with this lot on. Right, I'm gonna shoot off, take some pics, and then that's it. Right, tatty bye.